Hey, what is up, guys? This is Daniel of Superdragger, and I'm bringing you guys my very first gameplay with my brand new HD PVR that I just bought earlier in the afternoon. And yeah, I'm not gonna really be talking much about the gameplay, guys. As I said, this is just the first gameplay I've just tested out. But if you guys are curious, it's just a 76 and 6 ground war domination on village, and it's just a generic gameplay I just wanted to put up just to test the settings. But hopefully you guys enjoy this, and yeah, I know it's been a long time coming, and I've been kind of postponing it. But guys, it's actually taken me quite a while to save for this because just a bunch of things have been coming up as far as expenses. But guys, no need to wait any longer. I finally got it. I saved enough money, and I went, and yeah. So now we have this the HD quality. Um, and I think the only thing that I'm still considering on getting is a microphone. But right now I'm just using. This is actually the first time I've ever done a commentary with my Turtle Beach headset. But I think it's gonna come out pretty well. And yeah, this is just sticking to my usual thing. I'm just doing all my commentaries in one take. I'm not just gonna use like some kind of template or anything. I probably should start doing that though. That way it doesn't seem like I'm just jumbling around. But I'm gonna try to keep things on a pretty organized kind of topic schedule thing. But so I really just wanted to talk and just hit a few points on just some things that have been kind of on my mind lately, and pretty much the biggest thing I guess I would say is kind of like just reading people, I guess. That's kind of one thing that's been bugging me. I've kind of had like my fair share of few things that's been going on, and sometimes people, I think, they come off as just completely different people than when you first met them. And yeah, that's kind of, I know this is probably one of the more serious things I've ever talked about, but I feel like this needs to definitely be addressed. I come on YouTube, just to be entertained by different things, and I definitely read a lot of forums and all that stuff. But YouTube, I think, is just that much more personal because you got to hear somebody's voice along with it, especially when they do a commentary. And I really enjoy real talks, so I guess this is gonna be my first real talk with you guys. But yeah, guys, I guess it's kind of just has to deal with just people in general that they say one thing to you, and then like the next thing they completely go back against what they said. And to me, I think that's just the epitome of dishonesty, and it's definitely something that I think I frown upon when it comes to having some kind of like a relationship with somebody, and it can be with anything. I mean, I've had my fair share of relationship troubles before, and I mean, if you guys need to hear any of that, I can talk about that in a whole different thing. But for right now, I just want to talk about just friendships in general. Now, I think a lot of people think that, just because you guys are good friends, that doesn't mean that people don't always have secrets. No matter how close you are with somebody, I think that people always want to stay reserved for certain reasons. And you can't blame a person for wanting to keep certain things away from you. Because, I mean, to be honest, there's certain things that I don't even tell my best friends. And that's just me being me. There's certain things that I just don't feel comfortable around telling even my parents and my friends, and it just takes me a lot longer to tell them things, especially when it comes to like relationship problems. If I'm having problems with a girl, or if I'm having problems with anybody else, then yeah, I wait a little bit longer. And sometimes it's not always a good thing. That actually it backfires quite often on me, because I tend to let it sit, and I end up blowing up a lot later, and that really doesn't turn out to be good for either myself or the person that I blow up on. And it's a little bit frustrating at times, but I mean, it's life, and you get through all those things, and you're gonna go through all those tough times in life, and you just kind of have to take things one day at a time. And I think that's another thing I want to hit on is when you're coming through all these different all these things that just kind of amount to your frustration. You kind of have to deal with it from an open-minded perspective, because I mean, regardless, this stuff is still happening. You know, you're still going to be frustrated by a bunch of things, and you have to take it to heart and say, hey, you know, what am I going to do about this? And you have to look at it from a totally different perspective and say, you know, I'm going to face it first up, and I'm not going to be a complete bitch about it. You have to take it for what it is and just face it head on, because there's really no other way to face a problem. And you know, when it comes to people lying to you and friendships and stuff, I think you really have to just, I mean, whether it's mean or not, I think you still have to confront somebody about it. It's never right to keep somebody in the shadows, unless it's something that's really deeply personal. But when somebody really wants to reach out to you and help you out, I think if your best friends really do know you better than a lot of other people, so, you know, if they want to reach a helping hand out, I don't think it's right to shut them out completely. I definitely think that you guys should definitely keep them in your thoughts, because they want nothing more than to just help you out with whatever you feel like. And you know, just keep in mind that they're always going to be there for you. But yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to talk about in terms of friends. You know, just keep in mind that anything can happen. You know, it's friendships are something. They're things that are so fragile. You can lose them in an instant, just for any one thing. And it's definitely not worth it to completely scrounge and spoil what you've had with that person, especially if they were really close to you. But yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say about friendships for now. I can talk more about, do another real talk another time. But another last thing I think I want to talk about is just prioritizing life, and you know, in YouTube. I think YouTube is definitely something that I see as a hobby. You know, myself and Ryan, we started this channel out of pure fun, just to have some kind of other reason to smile. And I mean, like I said before, we didn't know that there was this big community around commentating gameplay. And you know, we barely got into it, but I mean, so far right now we're having a lot of fun with it. And I don't think that we're gonna be going anywhere for a while, so long as we still enjoy this. So you guys can keep expecting seeing some pretty creative things along the way in the future. And I think that you guys will be surprised with a lot of things we have in store. And so I can use this, you know, this last bit of time to just kind of update you guys on where we're headed, and just how fast we're going to be heading into things. So we are actually planning quite a few things. I know it's summertime, and you guys should be pretty excited for the superhero movies that are coming up. I mean, these things are going to be blockbusters, so you guys have to just, you know, stay tuned with us. And along with big superhero movies comes big superhero games, and I got a lot of things in store for you guys when it comes to the games. So now that I got the HD-PVR, I am pretty much free to record anything that I want. So what I'm planning on bringing to you guys every Sunday is something pretty cool that but I think I probably named it something pretty cheesy. It's gonna be called Super Sundays, and I really hope you guys can be looking forward to that. But yeah, guys, so this gameplay just came to an end, and hopefully you guys took everything I said to heart. And I should really had a big time thinking about it. But yeah, guys, the gameplay ended. Hope you guys liked it. This is Daniel. See you later.